Exe. It's Black Wednesday with Guilty Tea, Makeke, the finest under the sun. Tonight, let me start by saying this. A good decision can only be determined over time. Or let me put it differently. Whether a decision is good or bad, only time will decide. And today, I want to talk about networking. Guti, esikhathini esiningi sivamisa ukuzibuza ukuthi am I making the right decision or am I making a bad decision? But essentially, only time can tell ukuthi when you reflect with the decision that you made was or not a good decision. I've been in so many seminars and a lot of partnerships were forged. After that, relationships, long-term relationships were forged after that. And at that time, when I made a decision to go and attend, and most of those seminars and events that I attended, I had to pay, for the entrance. And at that time, begging was determining what it's a good or bad decision. But now that I look in hindsight, I can safely say I made a good decision. And I'm not quite sure what I've said it on record, but there's one specific event that will always be in my heart. And I think I said it on one of the Fashion Fridays videos. There was an event, an expo of ideas. I attended that event it's been 4 years now, because it was around June the 29th in 2019. Went to an event hosted by Sibusiso Ngwenya, popularly known as Skinny Sibu, under his brand Skinny Sibu Socks, in Tsakane 1550, Mashona. I attended that event because I saw a post on Instagram. DJ Sibu had just released his book, The Art of Hustling, and he was doing his tours. So as one of the tours, he attended that event, to be a speaker and simultaneously promote his book. Then I made a decision, let me go and attend the event, because I would go to events, social events, Bahama, Tsakane Stadium, and you'd pay $150 for abanyabati damage, but for admission, And the event, you had two options, You could either pay 70 rands for 1 day, or pay 150 because it was a 2-day event. So it was Friday and Saturday. And when you pay for 2 days, you were given socks, as a complimentary gift for attending the event. Then I was like, let me pay for 2 days, and get my hands off Skinny Sibu socks, Attended the event. So when I was there on the event, Friday, before the event started, we were there stealing a pandle. Sister engaged. There was a guy, Nicholas, and I know him from Makeke. He was the only person that I knew, and then we bumped into Slangana. I'm like, I was at least and it's a secret of much. Then the guy who was an MC, innocent, comes and says, if you have business or you have a company and you need, before the actual event starts, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to talk about your business with the audience there. Then I said, okay, this is an opportunity, let me jump to it. Let me run with it. Took the opportunity, went on stage, introduced myself. I remember I was doing my final year. Introduced myself, told everyone my name is Gifty, I'm a UJLLB final year student. Then I told them that I'm the founder and creative director of Langable's Finest. And it was not difficult because it's Tsakane, so people would. Then I had to tell them what inspired the inception of the brand. And I got carried away. I even remember He doesn't have to come and say, yo, my dog, your 3 minutes is running up, because I'll be saying 5 minutes, you know. And I can say it was my first time, to be honest, in Kuluma publicly, you know, about the brand, the story, briefly, to the audience. Big shout out to Innocent for that, and big shout out to myself for making the decision, you know. Now I can safely say it was a good decision to go there. The moment in Yesha, and this guy came. I remember this guy, I see this chubby guy comes, shy bottleneck. What a coincidence, I'm in Rockhaven tonight. Shy bottleneck, shy blazer, formally. And I beg my one, like, when I move, there's like, those guys, Pambili. Now we are there, just sitting. But there was no check drive of happy, but I'm like, he comes to me and says, sure, dog, I heard that, dope story, by the way. I heard that you just said you are running a fashion brand. Let's do this. Give me your numbers so that I will order something from you. That is the introduction. I'm like, okay, I clean it. Give him my numbers. I ask him, okay, you know what? What's your name? He's like, my name is Vavo. I'm like, okay, sharp. I clean. Then he sent me a text. Short dog. This is Vavo. We just met earlier on. I save his numbers. Then we start. I engage him in terms of what do you think about the event? Let's see, attend. Then he sends me a poster. They're preparing, I don't remember which season was it, but probably was season 14, 15. And at that time, when he sends me a poster, there was an event that they had a show as an activation for the big event, because we met in June. So he sends me a post and I see Kwatema Fashion Week. I'm like, Kwatema Fashion Week? I used to hear about Kwatema Fashion Week. Then I'm like, okay. Then he tells me I'm the founder. Kwatema Fashion Week. I go, right, okay, because it was popular for the amongst the Labantu, whether you were into fashion or not. Then at the time they were rebranding, and they were in the process of rebranding from Kwatema Fashion Week to Ekasi Fashion Week, you know. To those of you who don't know, but I'm sure I want to buy a house, that's where it's at. Then it tells me, okay, there's an event in Zagala, a Victor, I forgot the Victor one, but there's a hall in a Davidson, I say Davidson Mall. Excuse me, like there's an event, it's a Kasi Fashion Week. We were inviting me to come, it was a showcase. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be a David fashion show for the Lamavelis finest. I'm like, my dog, I don't know anyone at Davidson. I don't know where I'm gonna sleep, but I don't care. I'm going to be careful and showcase. Mangfiga, the reception was amazing. I remember Bobongane, leadership, Abo Kosnati, Zwane, you know, the partners of Ekasi Fashion Week, then showcased. And in the good that, because you know, to give context, you know, when you showcase in a fashion show, there's gonna be designated models, you know, because there's a lot of models, but you're just gonna say, okay, I have this range, I need gents, I need girls, then they tell them the sizes, then they give you. Then good much that one of the gents that were there, Buguno Siabonga Matonsega, popularly known as Striker. I worked on him in my showcase. I even remember he was wearing a a royal blue hoodie and a mantra slogan, chooses our quite recent gold and yellow. Showcased, Nabo, sticks, killed it. Then later on, I see solar, see, now as I said, I don't have a place to crash. I was that I won't have since you relaxa, Kabosia, Slade Kona, Buse, Via, see gas. Dancing. Now saying about okay, these people are welcoming. Now it's a a family, kumnandi. Then it's Chile, kubenja. And a couple of years later, Sia is beyond being a model now. He's a fashion designer. He's a creative director. He's a founder of Exclusivity Styles by Striker, doing amazing things. And we are continuing, like the relationship continues, the partnership was forged, and we have collaborated and we are continuing to collaborate, and Uvavo, from the moment he introduced himself to me showcasing to date, like there's a lot of things that we have done, we have collaborated. When Langables Finance hosted Gifties on 8th birthday said event, there's so many things that we have done. So it just confirms and validates Uti. This is the essence of networking. When they say your network is your network, like when they say you go into spaces to network, it goes beyond just exchanging contact and as a result viewing each other's status and not adding value in each other's lives. That's because from that moment me deciding to go into the spaces of networking, and the value and the people that I've met from that decision that I made, when I'm looking inside, as I've said in the beginning, only time can tell whether a decision is good or bad. I can go, there's a lot of things that I can say that happened from, there's so many things. I'll make time and talk about the people that I've met on the day, about Tepu Mhlala, Tepu Jeans, the lady Portia M, Portia Mgomezulu, the late Wandi Zimandi, the founder of Luxion Culture, the founder of Mofire, number one Noxman, Teaches Boo, the Wofavo, as I've mentioned, the founder and CEO of Ekasi Fashion Week, like the conversation that I had, with these creative entrepreneurs, it's just an amazing community, Jay. Go on. So this is Black excellence at its best. And this is Black Wednesday with Gifty T, Makeke, the finest under the sun. Have yourself an amazing week. Nyananywa namanje.